All right, let's break this down. For our seasoned shooters, folks who've been exercising their rights for decades, staying prepared is just as important as ever. But let's be realistic. The hands just don't work the way they used to. Arthritis kicks in, and grip strength isn't what it was 30 years ago. The truth is, a lot of modern semi-automatics with those heavy recoil springs and tiny aggressive slide serrations, they just aren't a good fit. Racking the slide on a stiff subcompact can be a real fight. And complex takedown systems, well, they're just a hassle. This is exactly where the wheel gun, the Revolver, proves its worth all over again. The manual of arms is dead simple, the reliability is legendary, and you never ever have to worry about racking a slide. So, for this breakdown, I'm focusing on solid, dependable revolvers that you can find for under $200. These are guns built, sized, and priced with senior shooters in mind for the year 2025. Stick around because the number one gun on this list, it's probably not the one you're expecting. Number 6. Charter Arms Undercover Lite. When the number one priority is a gun that simply disappears, one that won't weigh you down. The Charter Arms Undercover Lite is a top contender. We're talking just 12 ounces. They get that weight down by using a high-tech, aerospace-grade aluminum frame. It's a 5-shot revolver chambered in .38 Special, and with a compact 2-inch barrel, the whole thing is less than 6.5 inches long. That makes it effortless to carry, whether it's in a good hip holster, a jacket pocket, or a purse. Now, what really sets this apart from other snub-nose revolvers is the grip. It's not one of those tiny bird's head grips that's hard to hold. It actually fills the hand, giving a shooter a confident, solid hold. The exposed hammer gives you the option fire in double action, or thumb the hammer back for a precise light single-action shot. That double-action pull is surprisingly manageable, a huge bonus if grip strength is a concern. The sights are fixed, low profile, and snag-free. That's not a bug. It's a feature. It means you get a clean draw without the sights catching on your clothing or the inside of a holster. That's the kind of detail that matters in a real-world defensive scenario. Pros. It's incredibly lightweight at just 12 ounces, making all-day carry a non-issue. It's built right here in the USA, with solid, reliable craftsmanship. The grip options are well-designed and fit a wide range of hand sizes. The trigger is very manageable, even for those with reduced hand strength. Key components are stainless steel, giving it good corrosion resistance. Cons. That featherweight frame means recoil is sharp. Physics is physics, there's no cheating it. The sights are fixed and not adjustable, what you see is what you get. It's a 5-round capacity, which is standard for snubbies but less than some might want. Some models can have a few sharp edges out of the box. That exposed hammer can snag on a draw if you're not careful. Price. You're looking at the used market here. They usually run between $175 and $200. Check your local gun shows and secondhand shops. Condition is everything. Number 5. EAA Windicator. If you want a revolver that's built like a tank and gives you 6-shot capacity without breaking the bank, you need to look at the European-American Armory Windicator. Let's be clear, this is a budget gun, but it punches way above its price point. In the snub-nose version, you get a 2-inch barrel, but it's built on a full steel frame. Unloaded, it's about 24 ounces. That extra mass is your friend. It does a fantastic job of soaking up recoil from the .38 Special, but it's still carryable. It runs a traditional double-action, single-action system. The DA pull is firm, but the single-action break is crisp enough for good, accurate shots. Seniors, especially those dealing with arthritis, will appreciate the factory rubber grips. They give you cushion, they give you control, and they don't dig into your hand. The front sight is serrated, which helps catch the light and gives you a quick, clean sight picture, even in rooms that aren't perfectly lit. Pros. It's a 6-round cylinder. That one extra round over the typical snubby is a huge confidence booster. The all-steel frame tames recoil, making it a much softer shooting experience. Those factory rubber grips are comfortable and very effective. The barrel is chrome-lined, which adds durability and resists wear. It's a simple, familiar operating system that longtime revolver users will instantly understand. Cons. It is heavier than its aluminum-framed competitors. Some folks may find it too heavy for all-day carry. The double-action pull can be stiff, especially brand new, right out of the box. It needs a good break-in. Sights are fixed. No adjustments. The finish is purely functional. It will show wear if you use it hard. Some examples can benefit from a little polishing of the internals to smooth out the action. Price. Brand new. These often sit just over our $200 cap. But if you're patient and you shop pawn shops or local dealers, you can absolutely find used ones in the $180 to $200 range. Number 4. Heritage Rough Rider 22 Long Rifle. The Heritage Rough Rider absolutely nails the spirit of the Old West. And it does it at a price that almost feels like a typo. This is a 6-shot revolver chambered in 22 long rifle. It's a pure single-action design, a direct tribute to the legendary Colt single-action Army. With a 4 3/4-inch barrel and those classic cowboy lines, it delivers more than just looks. It offers pure, usable function that senior shooters will love. Just like those old Colts, you have to thumb that hammer back for every single shot. But here's the upside. Once you do, the trigger brake is light, crisp, and incredibly easy to manage. That is a massive advantage for hands that don't have the strength for a heavy double-action pull. The grip frame is large and fills the hand well. When you pair that great trigger with the soft report and the near-zero recoil of the 22 long rifle, you get a revolver you can shoot all afternoon long without any fatigue or pain. Now, let's be crystal clear. This is not a primary defensive choice, but as a plinker, as a range toy, or as a trainer to keep your marksmanship skills sharp, it is absolutely brilliant. Pros. A feather-light trigger that will not fight weak or arthritic fingers. It's got that classic cowboy styling, but with a modern frame-mounted safety. The recoil is so mild it's barely even there. The grip is generous and fits all hand sizes comfortably. And of course, a price tag that is well within reach. Cons. The single-action-only design limits your rate of fire. Loading and unloading one round at a time through the loading gate is slow and methodical. It is not well suited for a self-defense role. The sights are fixed, simple, and non-adjustable. The machining on a gun this affordable can feel a little rough in places. Price. This is one of the only revolvers you can consistently find factory new while staying under the $200 line. The Rough Rider usually sells brand new for between $150 and $180. It is one of the best values in the rimfire world, period. Number 3. Taurus 605. The Taurus 605 delivers serious, big-bore firepower in a small frame package. This is a 5-shot revolver chambered in the powerful .357 Magnum, and yes, it will also safely and reliably fire the lighter and cheaper .38 Special. That dual-caliber capability is a massive advantage for senior shooters. You can practice and build confidence with the softer shooting .38 Special loads, and then you can keep the hotter .357 Magnum rounds ready for defensive use. The short 2-inch barrel keeps this wheel gun compact and very concealable. The all-steel frame puts the weight around 24 ounces, which you absolutely need to help soak up some of that Magnum snap. It comes standard with textured rubber grips, making it far easier to control, even for shooters with reduced grip strength. From a safety standpoint, Taurus builds these with a transfer bar system. That means the hammer never touches the firing pin unless the trigger is pulled all the way to the rear. It is an essential, modern safeguard that makes it drop-safe. Pros. It handles both .357 Magnum and .38 Special. That versatility is its key strength. The factory rubber grips do a great job of taming recoil, much better than wood or plastic. It has that built-in transfer bar safety system. It's compact enough for realistic concealed carry, and it comes with the Taurus lifetime warranty. Cons. The double-action trigger pull is on the heavy side. The 5-round cylinder is one short of its 6-shot competitors. Full-power .357 Magnum loads in a gun this small produce sharp recoil and a serious muzzle blast. The sights are non-adjustable, limiting precision. Quality control on Taurus products historically can be inconsistent, so inspect it well. Price. Again, you're hunting in the used market. You'll typically find them in the $180 to $200 range. Gun shows, pawn shops, and police trade-in sites are your best bet to find a bargain. Number 2. Rock Island Armory Model 206. The Rock Island Armory Model 206 is proof positive that you do not need a big wallet to get a dependable defensive revolver. This is a 6-shot .38 Special snub nose. It takes its design cues directly from old-school Colt styling, right down to the pullback cylinder latch. A lot of seasoned shooters who grew up on those guns actually find that latch more intuitive and natural than the push-style releases on most modern designs. The all-steel frame gives this gun a solid, reassuring backbone. With a 2-inch barrel, it stays compact while carrying a solid weight of about 25 ounces. That extra heft is what keeps the .38 special recoil very tame and manageable compared to the lighter alloy frame guns. The matte Parkerized finish is all business. It cuts glare, and it provides a durable layer of rust resistance perfect if you're carrying it daily or just keeping it staged in a nightstand. The wood grips have a very traditional look and feel, though shooters with larger hands will probably want to swap them for a set of rubber or oversized grips. The fixed sights are simple, a serrated front blade and a notch in the rear. It gives you a serviceable sight picture. There are no frills here, just pure function. Pros: a full 6-round capacity in a compact snub-nose frame. A tough, Parkerized finish that shrugs off wear and tear. Classic wood grips that give it a solid, traditional feel. The lockup is generally tight, the machining is strong for the price, and that Colt-inspired profile just feels right. Cons: it's a little heavier than its rival snubs. The factory wood grips might be undersized for many shooters. The sights are fixed and non-adjustable. The trigger is serviceable, but it's not going to feel like a high-dollar, polished action. Aftermarket support like holsters and grips is more limited than for the big-name brands. Price: brand new. These usually land between $230 and $250. But you need to watch for sales and gun show specials, where you can sometimes snag one right at that $200 mark. Number 1. Ruger Wrangler. The Ruger Wrangler just might be the single best value in a single-action revolver on the entire market today. It perfectly captures that Old West charm, but delivers it with Ruger's legendary modern build quality. This is a 6-shot revolver chambered in .22 long rifle. The barrel is 4 5/8 inches, giving it a fantastic balance, and a good long sight radius. Ruger did not cut corners on the most important part. This wheel gun comes with a cold hammer-forged barrel. That's the same technology they put in their premium centerfire rifles, and it means you get outstanding accuracy and long-term durability right out of the box. Weighing in around 30 ounces, it feels substantial in the hand but not heavy or cumbersome on the hip. This makes it a phenomenal plinker, especially for long sessions at the range. And for older shooters, the crisp single-action trigger requires very little effort. It is perfect if your grip strength isn't what it used to be. Safety-wise, Ruger built in their proven transfer bar system. That means, unlike the old-timers, you can safely carry all 6 chambers loaded. The frame is full-sized, and the molded grips give you a firm, solid hold, even if your hands aren't as steady as they once were. On top of all that, Ruger offers this in multiple Cerakote finishes like black, bronze, and silver, giving this budget gun some real-world durability and curb appeal. Reloading happens through the side gate. It's slower than a swing-out cylinder, sure, but the Wrangler wasn't built to be a high-speed tactical gun. It was built to be reliable, fun, and to bring that classic cowboy feel into the modern day. And in that role, it absolutely delivers. Pros: a premium, cold hammer-forged barrel for excellent lasting accuracy. The transfer bar safety so you can safely keep all 6 chambers loaded. A light, crisp trigger that is incredibly finger-friendly. Durable and sharp-looking Cerakote finish options. A price tag that stays firmly in the budget zone, brand new. Cons: .22 long rifle does not carry much authority as a defensive round. It's single action only, you have to cock the hammer for every single shot. Loading is much slower than a modern revolver design. The sights are fixed and basic. The standard synthetic grips feel a little plain. Price: you will see Ruger Wranglers brand new on the counter at your local sporting goods store for between $190 and $200. It's an incredible value. So there you have it, a rundown of some solid, budget-friendly revolvers that are worth a serious look. Whether it's for staying sharp at the range or for dependable, simple self-defense, there are options out there that won't hammer your wallet or your hands. If you enjoyed this breakdown, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you own one of these wheel guns? Or do you have a different budget-friendly revolver that you trust? I'd love to hear your take. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next video.